Many people right now are putting on a smile, but deep down, they're hurting. I mean, I see it more and more when I go out into society. To be truthful, there's days where I do it myself, so I can relate. I feel oftentimes my ups and my downs, just like you as a man, we feel a lot of pressure. As a woman, you feel a lot of pressure because things are changing so quickly nowadays. And a lot of us are waking up to the truth that there has to be something more than what we're currently doing right now. So I see a lot of pain. I see a lot of suffering. I see a lot of people wanting to actually do better. But when it comes down to it, they're having a hard time actually making that happen. And so what I believe is God is calling a lot of us to get closer to Him. God is telling us that we have to walk more in spirit. But oftentimes it's like a tug of war because your spirit wants to do what's right, but then your flesh and this world tries to bring you back. So a lot of people are trying to do better, and then they'll take one leap of faith, and Satan and the enemy in this world will basically throw their fiery darts at us, and then we'll take a fall back. We'll fall, we'll get knocked down, we'll feel sad, we'll feel depressed, and then oftentimes that leads us to wanting to be in a negative mind state. And most of the time, we don't truly understand that we have to keep fighting because it's a daily battle. Now, it's easy for us to get into that down victim spirit. And that's what I see. A lot of people are battling their mind right now because a lot of people were in spiritual warfare. So, not only that, some people are battling mental health issues, actual physical health issues. So my hearts go out to you because I understand what it's like. My mom passed away from cancer. A lot of my family deals with bipolar, depression, schizophrenia. So I know what that's like to see that firsthand, and I know how difficult that battle is, which is why I say we have to continue thinking about how we can evolve as humanity. And the only way that I can see us doing that is for us to start thinking about some of the solutions to the problems, because there's a lot of problems happening in this world, but without us thinking about how we can actually connect with God and physically build the kingdom of heaven on earth, a lot of us will just stay stuck in action. We won't ever take action. And I want you guys, if you're hearing me, to start understanding that it's going to take you watching this video to get to a point to where you're truly not only going to war with yourself, but then truly understanding that you must build now. I want you guys to understand the importance of building. When we don't feel like doing it, that's the moment where we have to do it, because discipline is how we get closer to God. There's a lot of prophets in the Bible that they understood the importance of discipline. When God told them to build things, we have to do it, because those are the moments that show the world that God's soldiers are still taking action in a world where most people have excuses. Most people just want to live in comfort. Most people want to live with the enemy, meaning we're fulfilling our fleshly desires. So yeah, it's easy just to sit here and want to just scroll all day, eat stuff that's not really good for us, and truly be around people that have this misery loves company mindset. But I don't believe that's your true purpose. I don't believe that's your destiny. If you know you're meant for more, like me, that's the part that's difficult sometimes. That's the part where I can go out, I can smile, but deep down I feel like, man, I know I have a higher calling. I know God wants more for me, but I feel like sometimes we get stuck because we can see it in our mind, but then it's not being fulfilled in this reality. And that's why I think if you're like me, you truly battle. That's the battle that I currently go through all the time, because I can see more in my mind. I can see it visually, but when it comes down to it, I'm still living in this current version. So that's why I talk all the time about understanding the importance of doing this daily. That's what I think is key. So keep this in mind. You are being called right now in this very moment to understand that if you're feeling pain, That's okay. That's when we lean on God more. That's when we trust God more. That's when we allow God to fill our spirit. That's when we have to go into prayer. That's where we have to go into nature. That's where we have to fast if we need to, and understand that these difficult times, they're here, but they won't last forever. There are seasons to your life, and you're just going through either a low moment or a high moment, because the high moments are going to come too. But then you have to try to stay grounded in God's love as much as possible. I want you to understand that there's somebody around you, maybe even yourself, that is down, that is putting on a smile, but they're really hurting on the inside. Try your best to show them some love. Try your best to show them some kindness, because we need to spread more God's love. And then we need to show the world how to truly walk with God, because the moment you rise, the moment you shine, we all shine, because we need more people that can join in unity and build the kingdom of heaven on earth. All praise to the Most High. Until next time, peace.